And we are live, guys. How you guys doing today? I have with me, of course, Dane, aka Mr. Zelos, aka Mr. Saleen Driver. How you doing today, Dane?
Oh, not too bad. Can't complain. Nobody would listen if I did, but
I hear you, man. What watch you got on today?
I put on my Mirage 2.
Okay, okay, Zelos, of course. Is that
Oh,
the new release?
yeah, that's the new one.
Is that the titanium? Did I see it's titanium?
It's the well, they call it the Zytai,
Okay,
the zirconium titanium Damascus.
it's crazy what he's able to do now with his brand since he's built it up.
Yeah, I
So,
mean, it's just oh, I like that new avatar. That works.
but
If anyone ever wants to know what Jaffo means, just ask. No, it's great what he's doing with materials and the tantalum that he came out with recently. That looks really good. I hope he gets to do some more of that. Um, without giving too much away, just you guys wait until the next run of Sky Raider 2s come out.
okay.
I can't say any more than that, other than there will be much pleasure in the world of Zelos.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, he definitely listens to his customers and listens to the enthusiasts for sure. That's the one thing I can say about micros over the big brands. The micro guys will, like, I've spoken to Elson a bunch of times, real nice guy. Really great customer service too from when I bought from him before. And they definitely listen to their enthusiasts. That's the one plus of micros over the big brands, I would say, wouldn't you?
Indeed.
I'm wearing that Victorinox, the Field Force GMT, the one that I'm doing the giveaway one. What's up?
Yeah, when is that coming out? I
Um,
mean, when is that contest gonna drop?
I'll do it when I review it because I'll review it probably sometime this week. Oh, I'm hearing myself in the background again.
Oh crap!
But yeah, I'll do the review and then I'll have people comment on it. And I think I'll do is do like a comment generator and pick a winner from that. How you doing, Oil Money Watches? How you doing, bud? What are you wearing, Oil Money? But
Probably a Rolex.
probably so. He's got a pretty killer collection, don't he?
Yeah, I
So,
was just talking to somebody today. I won't. I don't know that I'm able to give their name out, so I won't. But he's also a Zelos guy. He showed me a picture of not, 9 Abyss watches. Now, the Abyss in the Zelos line is that really big chunky monkey, the one with the 3,000 meter water resistance.
uh-huh.
And those are not cheap watches. Those are not cheap watches at all. And he's got 9 of them. And
Really?
most of them are the old Abyss or Abyss 2. I think he's got one Abyss 3. Not inexpensive watches. He's got 9 of them. And that impressed the hell out of me.
That's crazy. It's crazy how the budget some of these guys have.
Yeah,
The
I have all of the ZX models. I managed to a while ago. I managed to collect all the ZX models plus 2 one-offs. I'm doing a state of Zelo state of collection sometime this month. I have to wait for FedEx for a couple visits before I can do it. But I've got all the ZXs, and now I'm on a mission to get all the Eagles,
okay.
which is an older. It's one of the original, the OGs,
Mm-hmm.
and they're not easy to find.
Okay.
I have 2. I have a third one on the way, but the fourth one is going to take a while.
Oil Money's wearing his Mega Planet Ocean Deep Black GMT. Nice.
Man, I can't fault that choice of watch. That's a nice
Definitely
one.
not. I like the Planet Ocean. I saw one of our loyal viewers there, Chaz from the Bird, just got the model that I want to get, the white with the orange bezel. Yeah,
Hmm.
I really like those.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
On that.
Let's see.
So
My
is your
dad is on a Mosier kick right now.
okay?
Yeah, he swims in a different pool from everybody. He swims in a pool like your regular guy. Oh god, what is his name?
Clyde.
Clyde.
Mhm.
He's in the same. I think he'd probably Clyde and my dad are probably would be in the same pool,
Like
maybe
Rick
different ends
too.
of the pool, huh?
Like Rick.
Yeah, I mean, but he is really fallen in love with the Mosers
Okay.
lately, and they're beautiful watches.
Now,
They
where does
really.
he pick him up? Does he pick him up directly from Moser, or does he pick him up
No, no,
secondhand?
no.
Secondhand.
He's pretty much he loves to peruse the secondary market. He's always and forever on websites like European Watch, Chrono 24,
Okay.
Exquisite, Bob's Rolex, couple other
Has
places.
Has he ever bought
He
from Roman?
No, I don't think he has. No.
Okay. I
I
don't
sent
think.
him. I sent him that way once, but he
Yeah.
never. He didn't. I don't know why he didn't, but yeah, he loves the hunt.
Okay.
He's big with the hunt.
How many pieces is he up to now in his total collection? What do you
Oh
know?
Lord, he is. I want to say a little bit north of 60.
Nice.
Actually, he just traded in he traded a Hulk.
Okay.
A Hulk plus a little cash got him a very nice Aventurine Moser.
Nice.
But you wouldn't believe what Hulks are going for now. I was researching it for him. I'm sort of his chief researcher. um,
Hmm.
Hulks and Batmans have gone crazy.
That's crazy.
Um, I mean, a steel Batman is going in the upper teens, and Hulks are going for over 21.
That's crazy. I remember
Yeah.
if you remember our buddy Alvaro from the forums. I hadn't spoke to him from for a while, but he was able to get one
Mm,
in pretty much at market price down in Mexico City from his 80 there a while back,
nice.
and that was before they got discontinued. Right before they got discontinued.
That must have been. He must have been, as the Brits would say, he must have been chuffed.
Mm.
You can find. I mean, if you walk into an AD and find something in the display case that's not a day date or a date just, and it's available. I mean,
See,
that's a good day.
I think he's got a pretty good relationship with his AD down there too. Though, like he's bought a lot from them,
Mm.
kind of like your dad, probably. You know.
Well, my dad isn't. I mean, he's got a good number of Rolex. Don't get me wrong. But that's not what he's really looking for. So he doesn't pay attention to what the Rolex market's doing because he likes his Rolexes, but he's looking at other brands. He's looking at right now he's looking at Moser. He loves Tudor, um, Omega. And then any Ulysses Nardin has a lot of fun with Ulysses.
Hey, Underachieving Watch Collector. Hey, Thomas. What you guys wearing watch wise, by the way, today? But I feel like Tudor is a great buy right now. I think
Yeah.
they're where Rolex was 10 years ago.
See, the problem with the Tudor is you're sort of rolling the dice on the function of those. I mean, I'm sure you've heard of the Tudor date window problem,
Mm-hmm.
the date wheel problem. He's got two Tudors right now doing that, and he's got a Tudor Pepsi. It keeps perfect time. I mean, I put it on my time grapher. It's plus minus 2 seconds. I'm sorry, minus 2 seconds per day. It's beautiful, runs beautiful. It's in excellent condition. This date wheel will jump 3 days at a time. and we've had it back to and now admittedly it's not a Tudor service center, but it's a watchmaker that he and I have been working with for years. This guy's had 3 shots at it. He can't get it to work.
That's crazy. I've never really heard too many
And we
people
got
have that.
another Tudor doing the same thing, and he doesn't want to turn it in.
I've never really heard too many people having problems with that. I know Clyde had didn't have any problems with his Panda chrono that he got.
No, it's not the chronos. It's just the GMTs and the 3-handers with a date complication. The dates jump all over the place.
Underachieving is wearing the MOD Omega Homage, the Helson Sharp Master. I do like those. I saw that in Rob's channel. Those are nice.
That's a nice watch. Yep.
Especially for the money. What are they, like $500-$600?
I don't know. Somebody's wearing a Flight Master.
Yeah, that's Thomas is wearing the Flight.
Yeah, I had a Flight Master. I really enjoyed the hell out of that watch, but somebody made me an offer, and I couldn't. I had to say, yeah, I'm not wearing it very much. So yeah, there you go.
And Dave is wearing the ZU50. That's a killer watch. I miss my U1, man. That's almost like a perfect size of a U1.
You know, I'm going to say something controversial. You know, like I always do. I've played with Zinn, thanks to you actually, and with Damasco. Beautiful German watches, beautifully crafted, beautifully made. They look great. They're very simple. They're gorgeous watches, and I just cannot warm up to either one of them.
That's all right. I mean, you're entitled to your own opinion.
I just don't. I mean, I hear the hype, and I'm thinking to myself, I don't get it.
Hey, Bobby, how you doing, bud? He's wearing the Heinrich. He just got in. Cool. But that's just like me with the Grand Seiko. Like I tried on the Snowflake. I don't know if you caught our conversation on Bobby's channel last night. I tried their Grand Seiko Snowflake on, and it's like I that's the first time seeing it, and it just didn't really call to me.
I love my Grand GS Snowflake. It is a beautifully crafted, beautiful to wear watch. But that bracelet is hopeless. I actually got so fed up with that titanium that butterfly clasp made me crazy. I actually pulled it off. I put it on a gray collar leather strap, and I've never looked back. It's a beautiful watch to wear, and it's actually very versatile.
Now the newer Grand Seikos that I saw there were killer. That like the GMTs and everything. Those are solid pieces, and I could see myself paying the price. Retail, of course. I wouldn't pay over retail, but I could see myself paying retail or discount if they were to offer. But I don't think Grand Seiko offers discount.
No, trust me,
I could see myself buying one, maybe even secondhand. Let the other guy take a hit and get a Grand Seiko GMT or something like that, and along the lines someday.
And Thomas, I absolutely agree with you when you say that the Pelagos is brilliant. I have a Pelagos in the blue. Beautiful watch. In fact, I wore it yesterday. It's one of my top 5 favorites. Nothing I own has been able to surpass my my Navitimer.
Yeah.
Yes, my favorite watch is not a Zelos, believe it or not.
I can see why you love the Navitimer, man. I definitely love to add one at some point. Do you have the 1959, or is yours the same one that TGV has?
No, mine it's similar to TGV's. It's a blue dial Panda with the white subdials, but it's what's called the Twin 60. It's a 1-year only production. The 6 o'clock dial is a Twin 60. It registers not only the 60-minute on the chronograph, but it also registers hours on the chronograph, which is that subdial is a twin function, which is where the name Twin 60 comes from.
And the Pelagos, I definitely agree with you, man. It surprised me when Roman let that blue one in.
Yeah,
the same one you have. It wears so light for its size too.
By the way, can I take a second to pat myself on the back?
Yeah, what's up?
I finally cracked 2,000 subs on my channel.
Awesome. Congrats, man.
There is a contest, the video starting the contest will drop at noon Eastern time tomorrow. I'm giving away 3 watches. Very simple rules, be a sub and comment. but yeah, I finally cracked the 2,000 barrier. I feel like I can breathe again. I've been so long trying to get there.
That's
Now I got to
awesome,
get
man.
to 3,000.
I was stuck at like 1,400 and below forever. Like it would go up and down, and it's finally starting to go up. Thanks for
Yeah,
the
mine
super
mine
sticker,
would just
Bobby.
go up and down like a yo-yo. It made me crazy, but finally got there. I mean, I do this as a yeah, I do this as a kibitz. I mean, this is fun for me. This isn't. I'm not trying to make money on. I'm not trying to make a living on. I'm just out here having fun and showing off a little bit. I guess. I guess that's what we're all doing.
Yeah.
But
It's fun to talk to and meet like-minded people though. Like most of my friends, they wear, of course, they're Jarman smartwatch people or Apple Watch, whatever. My girlfriend, of course, listens to me yet blab on, but she's just like, whatever.
yep.
So it's nice to be able
Well,
to talk to other people that you can talk to about it.
I got to admit, I owned several Apple Watches in my lifetime. I even owned one of the ceramic ones. They call it the Apple Edition. The Generation 2 Apple Edition was white ceramic. It was beautiful. With that glossy ceramic is just gorgeous to look at. They are without a soul. I mean, they just and they're obsolete. I mean, the first, go back, think to the first generation Apple Watch when they made the edition in 18 karat gold, and they were either like $10,000 or $17,000 depending on the size of the case. They're not supported anymore. They don't work.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine spending 17 grand on a watch and it doesn't work?
Yeah, screw that.
I mean, I spent 17 grand on a watch, a regular watch. It still works, and it'll work 100 years from now if it's maintained.
Exactly, and the Apple Watch gets obsolete in a couple months.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, they'll update the software for a while, but I mean, after a while, their system won't recognize the hardware. I mean, my parents had an old iPhone, and they got a letter from their phone company, their carrier, saying your phone is about to be turned off. You got to upgrade, or we're turning the phone off at the end of the year. Which was fine. They were looking to upgrade anyway, but that happens.
Yeah. Thanks for the super sticker, by the way, Bobby. Appreciate it, bud.
And thank you for the congrats, Mr. Burnett and Mr. Legs. Bobby Legs went past me. He blew past me. Jayson over at Design.
He's doing
I
great.
remember when his channel was 200 users, and now he's up near 6,000 or something like that.
He's doing great.
Like a rocket ship.
He deserves it, though. He does great work on his editing and everything.
Oh, man. I love his. I wish I could edit 10% of what he does, but
I think that's in his wheelhouse in his profession, though. In real life, I think, isn't it? Kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of what he does for a living.
I wish he'd come to Florida so I could meet him.
Yeah, he seems like a pretty cool dude.
Yep. He got good taste in watches too.
Oh yeah. And Bobby does great work too. Bobby's thumbnails are hilarious.
Oh yeah. And Bobby has that voice. It's a great reviewer's voice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. People say I sound like Tom Hanks, so
Man,
I don't hate that.
Any new purchases on your radar?
Well, I made one. In fact, I made two. I'll get to that in a minute. I made two. One should be here Monday. The other one hasn't shipped yet. At least I haven't got a tracking number yet. And then I think I kind of take a breath for a little while, and I'm waiting for the Zelo Starfighter.
Okay.
Which is a 2 subdial chronograph. I've seen renderings of it. It's really a beautiful watch. it's a two subdial chronograph with a Swiss movement, similar to the movement that's in the Mirage 2. And those are the two planned. Those are the planned things. Now I'm on the hunt for an old Zelos Eagle. I've got three of. There were four made, and I've got three of them. Well, I have two. One is on the way. I'm missing the E1B, which is the black DLC with the gray indices.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever that pops up, I'll buy it. But that'll be an unplanned buy. So
Okay.
I got nothing else going. I just wait for the next thing my dad does. That should be amusing as in and of itself.
Nice. Thomas got a question for you. He said that you have the Navitimer. What do you think?
Yeah, I love that Navitimer. I've got three Breitlings. I've got a Navitimer. I've got the Aerospace, which is the Anti-Digi. And I've got a Breitling Emergency Generation 1, which is also an analog digital. Looks like the Aerospace, but thicker. And those were all three Grail watches. And I love that Emergency. That thing is beautiful.
That's a big boy too, ain't it?
Well, it's the Generation 1s weren't that big. The Gen 2s with the digital transmitter, the Gen 1s only transmit on 121.5 megahertz. The other one generates on like 400 something megahertz digitally. And that digital transmitter made the watch huge. But yeah, they're what, 48, 49, 50 millimeter. That's a big one. But I would like to get one of those someday, but I'm not so burning desire to get one right now.
What are your thoughts on the new Endurance Pros? Do you like those?
The what?
The Endurance Pros, the new Anti-Digis that Breitling came out with last year, and the different colorways.
I like them. I would definitely look at one of those. And as for Thomas's question about the Avenger or the Super Ocean, I haven't really seen a Breitling that I didn't like, quite honestly. I would love to grab. I remember that. I remember Random Rob had that that white faced Breitling that he sold, and I was in the middle of buying my Mirage 2, and I was holding money back for that, or I would have grabbed that watch when he sold it. But I loved that watch. I believe it was a Super Ocean. The Avenger, the only one I really haven't warmed up to, but it's not a horrible watch, is the Colt. I was never a big fan of the Colt.
I can see that. I actually kind of like the Colt.
It was a little too simple, if that's possible. But I've been a big fan of Breitlings all across the line.
Yeah.
Which is ironic because my dad hates Breitling.
See, he's probably got the old taste in his mouth where they don't appreciate in value or anything. But I think now everything's kind of appreciating in value or holding their value.
His distaste of Breitling is very specific. He's not one of he's one of those guys that does not like a busy dial. So, like one day I showed him my my Flight Master just to show it to him, and he immediately just said, get that thing away from me. It's too much. It's too much stuff going on, and he doesn't like that.
What's up, Peter? How you doing, bud?
You know what I'm trying to talk him into? Looking at Peter's picture there, his avatar. I showed him one of those Zeniths, like what you had a long time ago. A Zenith, like Zenith.
Tell him to get a hold of ECJ Lux, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to talk him into one.
Yeah, tell him to get a hold of them. That's where I just was. I'm still trying to. YouTube is still uploading my dang on shopping trip video. I don't know why. It's taking forever.
Sometimes YouTube uploads take forever. I uploaded a video today. It's just a regular watch review today. It took 2 hours.
But that
Couldn't tell you why.
That was crazy. Jonathan over there kind of gave me the pick of the litter, and I probably had about $100-something thousand and 6 watches on a tray there. I was walking through the AD trying not to drop the tray.
Yeah, really. That'll make you sweat. Hey, thank you,
Yeah.
Peter. I appreciate the kind words. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that commercial. Quality goes in before the name goes on. What was that? I remember that old Sylvania commercial where they were saying that they beat Sony in a picture test. Sylvania beat Sony again.
And your dad might like the new revivals too. By the way, I got a chance to check those out. You know, I'm talking about the A384s, whatever they're called.
He might. I'll have to show it to him. You know, the only thing I do is show him a picture and see what his reaction is.
Yeah, like the ECJ will they'll ship anywhere in the U.S. I don't think they ship anywhere anymore outside the U.S., but they'll ship anywhere in the U.S. Jonathan told me. I guess because the way customs laws are now.
So. Yeah, my father has been turned off from buying overseas after that fiasco he had with a watch he bought from someplace in Germany.
Mm-hmm.
It was a 2-month long fiasco. He won't do it again.
How you doing, Neville? How you doing, bud? Thomas is saying the El Primeros are awesome. He prefers them to the Speedies.
Yeah, I think I could probably. He likes Speedmasters. Okay, I love Speedmasters. I would love to get one myself someday. I have a very specific Speedy in mind.
Nice. I was able to try on one of the new ones when I was up in Raleigh a couple months ago, and they're pretty nice. I can see why everybody loves them. I know James, Great Gambino, just got one. He loves his, one of the new ones. And I saw it.
The one I'm looking at is older. I don't even think they make it anymore. It's it's called Moon to Mars.
Okay.
Absolutely beautiful watch.
I was looking down the vintage rabbit hole, and I saw an 83 Mark II, I think, which was my birth year. If I had the cash right now, I'd probably buy it. They wanted like $3 for it. So
that's not bad.
Yeah, 3 or 4, somewhere around there.
Omegas on the used market are pretty good value for money.
ForbinColossus is asking, weird hypothetical topic. What other colors would you pick for the El Primero subdials?
Orange and blue.
There you go. That'd probably be mine too. An awful experience with Kickstarter from Singapore. And a great brand watch owner in Hong Kong. Just depends.
I've been I got turned off for a long time from Kickstarter from a experience with a company with the initials FL. You figure it out.
I
think I made a video about it. I tried Kickstarter recently with 2 watches, the Ginzo 03, and got the watch, but it was sort of a disappointment. I sold it. And I also ordered one of those Halo Kleins.
Okay.
As a beautiful watch. And it funded successfully and everything was going along okay. And then a distributor, I don't know the full story. I've talked to the owner of the company, Ivan Hampton.
Mm-hmm.
And I talked to him about it, and I don't know the full story, but the basics are that he was going to do distribution through another company besides the Kickstarter watches, and they screwed him. Mm-hmm. And the Kickstarter watches are probably never going to be delivered. So eventually he's going to refund, I guess, everybody in Kickstarter their money back. But I mean, this has permanently turned me off to Kickstarter. I do not see anymore the value of paying hundreds and hundreds of dollars for a watch that will take 6 months or longer to produce and ship and arrive. Thank you. I don't have that kind of patience left in my life anymore.
Yeah.
I want to see the watch and buy the watch and hold the watch in my hand in either minutes, hours, or days. That's it.
I hear you. Thomas is asking, do you have a favorite Zelos out of your collection?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. It was for the very longest time. It was my ZX, the ZX7, which is the Damascus, and it was really sort of tied with the ZX8, which is the one that with the watch dial was made from an SR71 tail fin.
Okay.
Not tail fin, the turkey feathers on the engine. But when I got that Mirage, the Mirage 2 with the Zaitai, absolutely that's my favorite one.
Nice.
I mean, blows everything away. It is so worth the money. I mean, yes, very expensive watch. Not for everybody, certainly, but you know what? Most of them are sold out now. Beautiful watch, beautifully crafted, elegant movement. The design is first rate. I mean, that I cannot see any other watch that I have from Zelos that couldn't be my favorite besides that. It's a beautiful watch.
Peter's saying he doesn't think he'll support another Kickstarter project except for Jayson's. Of course, I'll definitely be down to help Jayson out too when it comes out.
I told Jayson whatever I can do to help him on that. I saw the renderings he was doing, and I said I am so on top of that project.
Yeah, especially if it's only, I think he's going to keep it Mecha Court, so it'll be around the $200-300 range. I think that will be more doable for a lot more people too. I think.
Hell, I'll buy 2. I'll buy 3. They're different colorways. I'll buy. Yeah, I've seen the renderings. They are really, really nice pieces. This guy, I know it's his job. I know it's his profession, and so on. But damn, I mean, this guy has design sense like very few others.
Forbin is saying there needs to be a list of all the microbrands with NH35 movements, which only cost $32 new on eBay. Kind of explains that movement's ubiquity. That's almost everybody and their brother has the NH35 option.
You know, I remember when Zelos brought out their Damascus swordfish. Not a lot of them made. I was fortunate enough to get one in the black sand. My father actually has one with the meteorite. Not a cheap watch, especially for a swordfish. And they have an NH35 in them. And I remember the Timekeepers group on Facebook just going batshit crazy, pardon the language, just losing their minds with this movement snobbery. And I just don't get it. I just don't get it.
No, I can see it at a different price point, possibly. Yeah, like around $800, $1,000 or so, where you would expect Salida or Edda. But I feel like $500 or so and under, depending on the quality of the actual watch, I feel like I can give them a give. You know what I mean? Give me for that one.
But I mean, the watch, the Damascus swordfish was a $1,500 watch, not a cheap watch, and it had an NH35 in it. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, here's the way I look at it. NH35. I mean, Forbin made my argument for me. If that watch fails on me, I can pop on eBay, drop $32, have a new movement shipped to me, and if I feel like I'm capable enough of doing it, I can pop a new movement in that thing in an hour, as long as I maybe buy a scrap watch and practice pulling hands on and off. You know, I mean, I need the practice to do that. But, you know, I'll give you another example. I have a watch. Admittedly, I inherited it from my father. It's from a company called Sarpaniva. I guarantee you, probably nobody in here, maybe one person other than me, heard of Sarpaniva.
I've heard you mention the brand before.
Okay, it's a watch from Finland. It's a full customized watch, fully customized. The movement is 100% in-house. They're beautifully made, beautifully crafted watches. Very, very rare, very exclusive, all that, stuff. But when they break, nobody, and I mean nobody, will touch them. Ask me how I know. Every time that watch failed, it had to take a trip to Finland, and it spent months in Finland being repaired, and then had to take a trip back to Florida. And it took them several times to get that watch working again. I only paid for it once, but once was pretty expensive, and then it kept failing in the same way. And they're good to their word. They fixed it on their dime twice before, and now it's been working beautifully for 2 years.
Well, at least they have good customer service, it seems like.
Well, yeah, but you have to get a hold of them. That's the problem.
Yeah.
My point is, though, is you
Thanks
can
for
drop
the
major
super sticker, by
coin.
the way, Thomas. Appreciate
Yeah,
it, bud. Sorry for
you can drop major coin on a watch with a custom movement and all kinds of complications and all that, and you feel like you got your money's worth, and then that thing goes Kenny Wumpus on you, and nobody in your town or your city or your state or maybe even your country will touch the damn thing. And it's got to go off somewhere for months and months and months to get fixed and cost you thousands of dollars. Now, admittedly, an NH35 powered watch is, for the most part, inexpensive and easy to fix. But yeah, okay, I spent $1,500 on a Zelos with an NH35 in it. You know what? It keeps excellent time, and and every watchmaker in my town who can say the word Seiko can fix it.
Mm-hmm.
You got, and I've been putting that information in my videos for a year now, where, yeah, Thomas has heard of Sarpaniva. Well, Thomas is in Europe. That doesn't surprise me. But everyone, you got to think about the watch. You got to think about the internals of the watch, not just the watch and how good it looks and the materials it's made of. You gotta look at what's inside of it and how easy is it going to be to own that watch over the long term. And I think that's a good calculation in making your decision. Now, that's just one man's opinion, but that's how I address the watch movement snobbery that's out there.
Yeah. Well, we're going on about 40 minutes. We're closing in on. You about ready to call it a day, Dane?
I can go forever. I talk too much. You know that.
You're good, bud. I appreciate you coming on, man. I'm probably about ready to get something to eat here shortly. So
yeah, I gotta finish. I gotta finish cleaning my house. It needs a little work here.
Thanks everybody for coming on and listening. Thanks, Dave, for joining today. Maybe we'll do it again tomorrow because I'm on vacation for about two more days after today. So I'll have a little bit of free time.
Well, spend a little time with your girlfriend. Come on.
Of course. Well, she's working right now, so that's why I'm on here. She works till about 8. So
so you're bored.
Yeah. So
I understand.
Appreciate it, guys. We'll see you guys next time.
I'll be here.